Game Awards, December 11th this year. I will be streaming it. Any thoughts or notes you want to say, Tanner?
It's one of the more divisive years.
I also agree.
Very interesting lineup across the board.
I think some games got snubbed. I also think Jeff needs to switch it to six games for a lot of the categories instead of five. I feel like five really limits you, especially like on ones like sound design and stuff. There's too many games now to have an extra slot. All right,
Yeah, there needs to be some sort of revision,
so we're gonna start with game of the year.
especially because the industry is just getting bigger and bigger.
No surprise here. The only ones the game of the year that surprised me is Donkey Kong, but I've never played it because I don't have a Nintendo product. Death Stranding being up here is kind of odd too. I kind of feel like it's kind of like this here to be here. I didn't even know it came out. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I knew it came out, but I mean, I don't know. And those games are, it's a Hideo Kojima game, so
Yeah, very odd. I enjoyed.
he's just got a very interesting mind. It looks cool. I'll play it. I'm sure it'll come to Xbox just like the first one did eventually, but it's just weird. I can't speak on it
What we'll do
beyond that.
is we will say what we think's gonna win and what we want to win. What we'll vote for. I think 33 is gonna sweep this, and if it's not 33, it's Kingdom Come.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I want Kingdom Come to win though, but I think the Expedition 33 game's gonna win. Game of
I'm
the year at least.
I'm gonna vote for dude, Silk Song, Hades. I don't think Hades deserved to be up here. Not as a bad game. I
No,
think
yeah,
I think another game deserved to be here more than Hades.
yeah, I agree. I'm the same. I feel the same way.
Um, I'm going to go Death Stranding because I think we need more mainstream slash kind of story horror games, and I wouldn't be upset if Kingdom Come wins.
That one's my vote. I'm voting Kingdom Come just because it's also the kind of game that I like. The medieval. It's not a medieval fantasy, but it's medieval. You know.
And Kingdom Come looks
But
fun
also,
as
I
shit.
I loved the first one. Yeah, I've had a chance to play the demo for the second one, and I've seen a lot of people play it. And it looks like the first one times 10. So I'm excited for that. Expedition. I've heard good things and I've seen good things, but I don't know. I also just don't think it's not my type of game.
Expedition is definitely one of those ones where it has like it's nominated for everything. I feel like it's one of those like fan favorite ones because it took everybody by surprise. You know, it's kind of a out of the blue RPG game that
Yeah,
everybody loves, which happens every once in a while.
yeah.
Best game direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. We have Expedition 33, Death Stranding, and Ghost Yote or Yotai, Hades 2, Split Fiction. All these, I feel
I
like could take this. I feel
think
like Ghost is kind of in here when it shouldn't be because it's essentially the first game just retold. But same thing with Death
yeah.
Stranding and Hades. You know, I guess I can't really say that. I will
One
say,
thing about
hey,
Ghost of Yote though, the
good.
story is very much similar to the first one. It's like a classic revenge. It's cliche, and I don't feel like that's it's just like a cliche revenge story, and I don't feel like that's kind of deserving of something like that. And
Direction,
they didn't innovate. It's literally just a copy and paste of the first game, which is
same
great
mechanics and
because it's
everything.
a fun game.
So
But
that being said, I
I already got
think
my vote.
Expedition 33 is going to win this, but and it might deservedly be because what I've seen, the gameplay looks fun as hell. But I think Hazelight might take this as well with Split Fiction, and I want to go Split
Yeah,
Fiction just
that's what I
because.
am too. Just because I like the way they do their
Yeah,
games.
those games they continue to make co-op games, which is a huge, I guess, niche now. Like not many games are co-op anymore.
Couch co-op, let alone.
Dude,
But their whole like split screen thing is interesting.
best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in the game. So this is story. Okay, so it's basically the same nominees, except for Kingdom Come and Silent Hill replace the other two. Not a lot
I
of
think
Silent Hill
again,
nominations. I didn't even.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I hate to see that because
Dude,
not only do I
horror
love the
games need more
series,
love, dude.
but I love the series. But also, I played the demo for that game, and what I played was really fun. But just out of sheer principle, and because of the Silent Hill 2 remake, I'm just gonna give it to Silent Hill just
Me as
because
well.
I
I
feel like it
think
deserves it.
honestly, I don't know who's gonna win that. I feel like anybody could take it. They might split the award.
Best narrative, I think this is one that Expedition might not win. It'll either be Death Stranding or Kingdom Come. But I hope
Yeah,
Silent Hill gets it.
I
But I
think
wouldn't be
so
upset
too.
if Kingdom Come did too, because I think they
It would
deserve it as
surprise me
well.
if 33 gets it, but Death Stranding and Kingdom Come probably deserve it because Death Stranding is literally just a story game, while the other games are kind of games. You know, best art direction. for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Okay, so we got two, not I won't say they're indie games no more. They were indie games originally, but now they're too big to be indie games. Same three in the front again. Yeah, Hades 2 and Silk Song. Silk Song has a huge following, and the art style is pretty cool. It gives me vibes of Ori with the side scrolling.
Yeah, I played the first Hades and I loved it, and the art style and stuff was really good in that game, so I'm giving mine to Hades too. But I think Silk Song might take this one because I also know it was an insanely hyped game,
Yeah, I think Silk Song will take this too, but I'm going Death Stranding just because I want more.
and I just think the art style in Hades is really cool, and Silk Song, they're both like animated. You know, this thing with Ghost of Yotei and Expedition and Death Stranding is they're like your typical third-person action games as far as the art. Not to say they
Yeah,
don't look good, but
yeah,
I don't know, doing something like an animated, like hand-drawn thing, I think is more interesting and
yeah.
harder to implement in a video game format.
I agree. Everything's in an engine now, and it makes it easy to make realistic 3D models. All right, score music, one of my favorite categories. For outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, or licensed soundtrack. So we got basically the same lineup. Honestly, usually I listen to the score beforehand, and I haven't done it this year, so I'm kind of disappointed in myself. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's because it's a wild card. They're probably going to like the solo song or something.
Yeah, I know Hades got a really good soundtrack, so I'm giving it to Hades again.
I'll
And I like the first one, so
I'll go Death
it's the
Stranding
first
as
soundtrack
well.
in that game. I don't. I know that Death Stranding 1 had like low roar and stuff, but I don't think they have anything like that in the second game. Not quite as iconic. Ghost of Yotei just has like it's really cool music, but it's the typical like, you know,
It's kind of
can't
the
remember what
same
the
thing as last
instrument's
time.
called, but
Yeah.
it's like yeah, Expedition I know is just like classical like it's like French music, like jazz rather or something like that, or like orchestra. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Audio design. Okay, so now we can talk about our first snub of the year. In-game audio and sound design is a big thing to make you like. It's a big engaging thing. When a game has bad sound, you cannot like. For me, it's hard to really get into it because I played. I can't remember what game I played recently, and it had really bad sound, and it was kind of like taking me out of it. But like when a game has really good sound, for example, the snub of this category to me is Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is like
Yeah,
when you get in a fight or like when those things are like the arc drones are hovering over you and they're making the fucking whirring sound and they're like whistling in on you.
mm-hmm.
It's so intense.
Just gonna say I agree, but it's the same thing with like 'cause my vote I was already cast and I voted for Silent Hill simply because I feel like when you make a horror game, it having good sound design enhances the experience of being like
Oh,
scared or whatever you're trying to get.
absolutely.
Like if I'm hearing creepy stuff, because it doesn't take a lot, or it takes a lot for me to get like genuinely creeped out or scared anyways. So if
Yeah.
I'm hearing creepy stuff like stuff running around me or noises up from a distance or whatever, like you have to have good sound to have a really good horror game. And so I'm giving mine to Silent
Yeah.
Hill
Without
because I feel like
without that, it's dead. Like
yeah,
it's no environment at all.
yeah, like I feel like you could take the sound, like you can have crappy sound in Battlefield, people will still play it because it's it's Battlefield, but it's also just your typical run of the mill like war sound,
Yeah.
gunshots and grenades. They're obscure, same thing. I just feel like it's your typical run of the mill like third person action game. And then Death Stranding and Ghost of Yotei, they're all kind of they fit their niche very well. And again, Silent Hill, I feel like with any horror game, if you don't have a good sound, atmospheric sound, then the game's not going to hit as hard as it could have, if you paid a lot of attention.
I'm also going Silent Hill.
And again, also just sheer principle, I gotta give show love to Silent Hill because I want to see more of them. First horror
Okay.
series I ever beat by myself when I was a little kid was Silent Hill 2. So this
Best
is another snub, I think.
best performance awarded to an individual for voice acting, motion, and/or performance capture. Who do you think got snubbed? Okay,
Oh,
whatever.
the kid that played, which snub all around because I looked at the list quickly, and there's no Mafia nominations. But the kid that played the new character in Mafia did a really great job, and I feel like he should be up
Yeah,
here, and he's not,
I kind
and
of I kind
that
of
kind
feel
of
like there
upsets
shouldn't
me.
be three people in the same game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like it's the same, just bull crap. Claire Obscure, Goes Yote. The girl that did Silent Hill was really good. Troy Baker did a really great job as Indiana Jones, but I feel like the kid that played, I think his name's Federico Frastari or something. I feel like he should be up here because he did a really great job. Just speaking unbiased, because I know I love the series, but he just made you. He toppled my favorite character of the series, Vito, because of the way that he acted that character out, Enzo, and he's just a really great job. And I feel like he got snubbed by not being nominated. But I'm giving my vote to Troy Baker because you can't tell that it's not friggin' Harrison Ford, and that game was also really good.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Because to be honest, I forgot Troy Baker's even in the game. That's how.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, he did such a great job. Like he deserves it. 100. I know he's probably gotten a million rewards, but and it should probably go to somebody that hasn't got as many. But I don't even care at this point because he did such a great job.
Yeah, I'll go Troy Baker
Can't
as
even
well.
tell that it's not. Like it sounds like they literally ripped Harrison Ford straight out of the movies. So, but yeah, if I had it my way, I'd be voting for the kid from Mafia. But I can't.
Innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and/or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. So, this is a really odd bunch because it's like 5 very different games.
Mm,
Um, another
how it
odd,
should be.
yeah, and South of Midnight, I feel like also got snubbed for other awards, like art style.
Oh yeah,
Should have been
absolutely. Yeah,
definitely one for South of Midnight because it looks
absolutely.
fucking sick. We got AC Shadows, which I'm sure that's what you voted for.
Actually, it's not.
It's not. You do Doom.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you did
Nope.
South of Midnight, didn't you?
I did South Midnight. Yeah,
I might do the same. Adamfall,
I love Assassin's Creed.
Doom,
Obviously,
EA, South of Midnight. But what the category is, I don't know what Assassin's Creed actually did.
they actually do a lot in this game. There's a lot of accessibility. Like you can turn on like automatic quick time events. You can do like colorblind, like your typical run of the mill stuff. But South of Midnight did that times like 10. And it's not the snub Assassin's Creed, but it's also just it's Assassin's Creed. I feel like South of Midnight, it's a new game, and because it's not in most, I don't think it's in any other, or maybe one or two more. But because it's not something in like art direction, I feel like they need to walk away with something. So I'm giving it to South of Midnight because I feel like they deserve it. Because it is just it's a great game, and it definitely got snubbed by not being in any other categories. That's the thing about the Game Awards, man. Like
I think they need a six
I
slot.
guess we can talk about it at the end. Yeah, we can just talk about it at the end so we can get through this.
Games for
Just give our final
impact,
thoughts.
or a thought-provoking game of a pro-social meaning or message. So South of Midnight's here again, and I feel like it
Yeah.
might actually win this, just
Yeah, I
because
gave mine to.
sheer popularity compared to the other ones.
I will say the Lost Records Bloom and Rage game. I want to play that, and it does look really cool. I just have not played it. And again, it's out to midnight. Since this is like games for impact, as you know, it's thought provoking. It does a lot of stuff. Plays a minority and all that kind of stuff like that, which is important, especially in today's climate. And they do a good job at like representing the culture, not just for that person, but just like it takes place in like the bayou, and they don't. It's not like a typical like caricature that you would see from like Louisiana. It's like a respectful. It's respectful of their lore, you know, the lore that those people believe. So they do a really good job at maintaining
I'll go
respect
South
while
of
making a
Midnight
fun
as well.
game.
I think it's gonna win this category too.
Yeah, I hope it does. They need to walk away with a couple of rewards, man, or awards.
Best ongoing. Okay, so now I can talk about my stub of the year.
Yeah, you can.
Awarded to the game for outstanding development on ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. It is extremely popular. I know this. It is super popular. Marvel Rivals not getting at least nominated for multiplayer game of the year is a huge snub, given its popularity, and it also is new. It came out after the Game Awards last year, so I don't understand why it's not ongoing if it has only been out for a year. I don't really understand that. And we have the typical best ongoing from the category again with Fortnite, Final Fantasy, No Man's Sky, and Helldivers. I think Helldivers is new to the category, if not second time around.
I think it's new.
Final Fantasy's up here again. I guess that game's just never gonna die.
Yeah, people love that game. I already know what your vote is. I would vote
And
for it, but
I
because of
haven't
our recent
played-
love for
Let's
Fortnite,
say-
I'm giving it to Fortnite.
Fortnite, I've recently dived into Fortnite more than I think I have ever.
And their new licensed stuff has been really cool.
Yeah,
So
They added
gotta
Scooby-Doo,
give it to
bro.
Fortnite.
they
Yeah,
had
they
Scooby-Doo.
continue to raise the bar as far as all that goes. If I wasn't gonna vote Fortnite and I wasn't gonna vote Marvel, I think I'd give it to No Man's Sky though, because
No
it's the
Man's
comeback
Sky, we
story
always
of
talk
the
about it
century.
every year, dude. It's the comeback game of the decade.
Yeah,
From an absolute fucking joke.
yeah, from
A real
complete
contender.
complete pile of shit to like an actual like decent. Like I want to go play that game, and I'm not even huge into like space or nothing like that, but it just they add so much content, and it looks so cool.
I'm gonna go to Rivals because it gets snubbed for everything else. If it was for multiplayer, I'd go Fortnite here. But Fortnite, I vote for Fortnite every year. I feel like
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Rivals here because I thought they got snubbed. All right, community support. I might give Fortnite this one because it keeps people.
see, Yeah, I voted for it in the last one, so I get this into Helldivers because again, the game's 10 years old and they're, oh, we got this giant fishing update coming out this year. We got this giant, you can build your own planet. La 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 la. Like they just keep coming out with new cool stuff. And Fortnite has walked away with many awards, so I'm trying to divvy up my vote a little bit.
Recognizing a
So I gave it
game,
to No Man's Sky.
recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. So, this is to me is Helldivers at Fortnite, and I'm agreeing when you said Helldivers. You went with?
No, I won't No Man's Sky
I'm gonna go with. This is hard.
because it's a 10-year-old game. Not only is it a comeback, but like I've never seen of all these games on this list. So Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Helldivers, and No Man's Sky. Of every single one of those, No Man's Sky is the only one that I've seen actually add literally everything that their fan base has asked for in the game. You can go down a list of like people that made like 10 years ago. You know, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, and it's either in the game now or it's going to be in the game within the next year or two. I can't think of any other game that has done that. So I think they deserve community support for that alone because I think that a developer that listens to their community is
Massively important.
they deserve the world. Yeah, they deserve the world.
From coming from some guys who like games where it feels like the studio doesn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah,
It's nice to see someone, because like
yeah,
even if it's like 10 players, those 10 people will be happy as fuck because the studio listens.
and it's not even just because their game essentially flopped. At this point, like they made it up 5 years ago, but they're continuing to add stuff, which I think it says a lot about the character of the developer.
Best independent game. Okay, so I already think I know what's gonna win this. If it doesn't win Game of the Year, it's gonna be Clear, Obscure Expedition. But for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system, which if you look at these games, maybe it's my mindset, but indie games to me have always been like unique art styles, like Hollow Knight and Hades. Dude, Claire looks like a full-on AAA game. I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't come off as an indie game to me.
They did a really great job at utilizing the power of Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah,
especially amidst all the bad press that Unreal Engine 5 has been getting, because it's horribly optimized, and they did a good job at, making it not horribly optimized. That's not my vote.
Who you going with? Hades?
No, Blueprints. It's a really cool like puzzle game, and they did a lot of really cool stuff.
Okay, I'll go Blueprints as well, just because.
And it's just literally like I don't know. I never thought that a game like that would pique my interest, but that game has. Otherwise, it would be Hades, yeah. But I already gave them stuff, so I'm trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to vote for the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
Unless they truly deserve it. Not to say that Hades doesn't, but you know what I mean.
Best debut indie game. So basically the same thing, but the first timers for the best debut indie game created by a new independent studio. So, Expedition 33 is on here again. Yeah, how do you pronounce it? Despelate, I'm guessing.
Despelo or something, yeah.
And Blueprints and Dispatch. Okay, so from what I've seen of Dispatch, it looks right up my alley. It's superhero shit. It's basically a Telltale game. Has a decent voice cast. I kind of want to vote for it because it also kind of got snubbed for a bunch of shit, I feel like.
Yeah, see, I agree with the sentiment. It's right up my alley, the type of game that it is. However, this is the only time that I'm giving Clair Obscura a vote because of what you said previously. Because of the impact that game had on like the indie infrastructure.
It looks like a AAA game. I thought it was. I thought it was a big ass studio.
You would think that they had millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to make their game, just based on how it looks, how it plays.
And the voice cast. I mean, Charlie Cox in it, so I thought they were like a big ass studio or something.
Yeah, the voice acting's really good, which is unheard of usually for an indie game. Because of that, and because I don't think I've ever seen an indie game like when it came out, it was all over my feed, man, all over my feed. All the streamers are playing it. It's all over YouTube. Dispatch kind of the same thing, but not quite as much. I'm giving this.
That's been my feed for like the last 4 weeks. It's Dispatch and Obscure. That's all my shit has been.
I'm not trying to sound like a hater.
It's kind of hard because, dude,
they're all really great.
Yeah, it's a deep lineup this year. Usually, like the last couple of years, we've had on a lot of categories. We've had like one obvious winner.
Yeah, and I'm trying to just because Clair Obscure might not be a game. Like I do like RTS games, but not in the vein of like old Final Fantasy. I'll still try that one out, but I feel like they truly deserve that nomination because they busted their ass to make a really great game, but they didn't have anything beyond like an indie budget, which is incredible to me.
Best mobile game.
This
We'll
one,
talk,
I'm just gonna be
we'll talk about
quick.
obscure because I feel like it needs a little more likes.
Yeah,
I'm not giving it any
yeah,
love so far. Best
yeah.
mobile
We'll talk
game.
about it.
For the best game playable on a mobile device, we got Destiny Rising, Persona 5, Sonic Rumble, Pretty Derby, and Wuthering Waves.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be quick like a
go.
band-aid.
Yeah,
I'm giving this one to Sonic because I don't give a shit about any of these other games.
yeah. I'm be
Destiny,
honest.
least of all. Granted,
Hopefully next year the Resident Evil game's here because there is a new Resident Evil mobile game I haven't played yet. But I have a new phone. I can play mobile games now, and I'm kind of excited to do some of these little ones that I don't ever get a chance to play.
also it's Sonic. Like, how can you not show love to Sonic?
That is true.
The true test of time. The man's been around since like 19 friggin' 80.
Yeah, and through a lot of downs too. Like it isn't like
Yeah,
modern day. Like he had one bag. No, he's had a couple of shit shows. And
but
he's
yeah,
still
like
around.
Persona, it's not my type of game. Destiny, not my type of game. I don't know what Uma Sume Pretty Derby is, but it looks like a bunch of, just anime waifus, which is that's your thing, that's cool. That's not my thing. And I don't know what the other one is, so I'm just voting for Sonic because I'm familiar with it. And
Def-
Destiny, nah.
Definitely Destiny's time has passed. I feel it lasted way longer than it should have, and they've made it last way longer than it should have. Maybe it's a hater in me, but Destiny's time to me has passed. As we just praise Sonic.
I mean, yeah,
I just
look,
say that, but
it is what it is.
best VR and AR. For the best game experience playable in a virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. We have Alien, Arcane Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, The Midnight Walk. So all these games look
I struggled
sick,
with this one. Yeah, I struggled with this one.
and this is probably the deepest VR category we've seen. Maybe this is what they thought about when they were like, "Oh, VR is the future." All these are like very different.
I actually changed my vote on this one twice, back and forth between the two that I was voting on, and I finally settled on Alien. But my
I'm,
original vote was Arcane Age.
I'm really tempted to go since you've already voted for Alien I wanted to go Alien just because I feel like more horror stuff needs to be.
I feel like you need more Alien love, dude.
Yeah. And Predator love, dude. That Predator game's sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you need more of that. Arcane Age is cool, but man, I also heard a lot of good things about that Alien game. I'm not a big VR guy, but I heard a lot of good things, and from again what I've seen, it looks really cool.
I'm gonna be a
So I gave one to
simp and go Deadpool. Best action game for the.
Struggled with this one a little bit too.
Oh, this one looks like a. Oh, this is a good lineup. Best action game.
Yeah, this is
Best game in action genre focused primarily on combat. This looks like a really good lineup. We got Battlefield 6,
yeah, this is
Doom. Well, I'm surprised they can get more nominations. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah,
Hades,
but I will.
Ninja
Oh,
Gaiden,
finish,
and
sorry.
Shinobi. Sorry, you're good. I don't know, dude. I'm not going Battlefield 6. I don't think it's just
No,
Battlefield to me.
yeah, I mean I know it broke records and stuff, and it's really cool, but it's still just Battlefield. I went with because of my experience with the series with Ninja Gaiden, and because it was freaking Ninja Gaiden 4, dude, came out of nowhere. It's been like 10 years with no news about Ninja Gaiden, and they finally come out with the Ninja Gaiden 4, and it's really good. But I also really love Doom. However, they don't do much to change.
From the previous.
Yeah, they don't. Which I know this isn't like most innovative or whatever. It's literally an action game, and that's what it is. But I voted for Doom in the past. I wouldn't be upset if Doom wins this category, but I hope that it's Ninja Gaiden, because how can you not love Ninja Gaiden? It's a great series.
Who do you think is gonna win this one?
I think, honestly, I think Ninja Gaiden will take it. But if not, I think Doom. It's gonna be between those two. I think Hades a very close third, but I think it's gonna be one of the other two. But I think Ninja Gaiden. Seen a lot of love for that game, which is good. I have
I'll
not
vote
gotten around to
Ninja
beating
Gaiden
it.
just
But
for you. I was gonna go Doom,
thanks, dude.
but I think
Oh, you can vote Doom.
I
Dark Age is a
think
great game.
certain series like these need to come back because, like you said, I know it's been. I played the old ones on like the old school shit. I haven't played any of the last gen or the one before that, the 360 versions, but like on
Yeah.
the OG ones, and I just thought they were around still. Like kind of like how Final Fantasy sticks around and like they don't really announce
Yeah.
anything.
No.
And then like you're like, oh dude, it came out, it's coming back, and I was like, what's coming back? You're like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
In my mind, I
It's
was
been
like, it never
dead.
left.
Yeah, it's been dead silent for years, and they announced that freaking game out of nowhere, like back in March. I will say, as far as Doom though, to sing its praises, aesthetically, way more up my alley. It's like literally medieval It's like Lord of the Rings / Doom, and it's perfect. And again, if I was not voting for, if Ninja Gaiden wasn't here, I'd give it to Doom. But I just based off sheer principle, I can't because I love Ninja Gaiden. I played Ninja Gaiden long before I ever touched a Doom game, and I loved them
Action
when
and
I was a little kid.
adventure. For the best action
This
adventure
is
game,
easy
combining
for me.
combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Okay, so the first three, Death Stranding, Ghost, and Hollow Knight, are not even being looked at by me on this one. I
Yeah.
feel Indiana Jones
hmm
and Ghost Split Fiction. It's only one of those two that takes this, and not
Yeah.
out of nowhere Silk Song. But
I gave mine. Oh, sorry.
no, you
Go.
good. Go ahead.
You're good.
I'm
No, you can.
assuming
You can
you went
start.
Indiana Jones.
I did. Yeah. Great game. Literally, it's Indiana Jones Simulator. If you want to feel like Indiana Jones, you play that game.
I think I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones too because I think I've already voted for Split Fiction.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Well, I guess technically I voted for Troy Baker, but that's not the actual game.
Best RPG for the best game design with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. So this is a category I've barely even. I don't think I haven't played any of these.
Dude, yeah, this one I struggled with as well.
I think I already know who I'm gonna go with just because I'm a loyal thing. But dude, if any of these win, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I struggled very deeply. Kingdom Come, I did not vote for because I gave it to Game of the Year, but I absolutely would not be upset if it got this category as well. The Outer Worlds, I have not played the Outer Worlds 2. From what I've seen, it's like the first one, just times 10. It's really great. I really enjoyed the first one. But I also played Avowed, and I really, I've not finished with it yet, but from what I have played, I friggin' love that game immediately. It kind of hit the same way that Skyrim did for me when it came out 10 years ago or whatever. And it's scratching that itch that I haven't been
Mm-hmm.
able to scratch since that game came out.
And
So
that
I'm
makes
giving it to
sense. That's
Avowed.
a big
Yeah,
itch. It's like a
yeah.
gash.
It's not quite, or maybe not scratching that itch, but it's like scratching a similar itch, and it's very satisfying. And I know people kind of crapped on it at the beginning of the year, but I don't know, man. It just did something to me that none of these other games I don't feel like
Shout
would.
out to Obsidian Entertainment too for having 2 nominees in this category. You
Dude,
never
yeah,
say
and
that.
they're just consistently coming out with bangers. Grounded, that Outer Worlds,
And
Avowed,
I know
like
it's technically not really an Xbox game, but there's been multiple Xbox titles on this list compared to previous years. Outside of Game of the Year, I've seen a lot of Xbox
yeah,
stuff, so
yeah.
that's nice to
Xbox has
see.
been killing it, man. They've been killing it,
Even though
which I'm
the
happy to
prices and
see.
everything say otherwise, but in the Game Awards they're doing good. All right, so you went with who?
I went Avowed,
Went Avowed, that's
Avowed.
right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go. I'm gonna go Loyal Simp, dude. I'm gonna go Monster Hunter Wilds just because I watched Max play that game for like 5 days.
It does look really cool. I remember when you and I played. We got to go back and play more of it. But Monster Hunter World was really cool.
And
Really freaking hard.
it looks like World, but like with all the stupid shit
Yeah,
taken out, and it looks like a
it's in the
simplified
RE
version.
engine too. Like it looks great, and I liked that game. But I don't know. Like I said, I feel like Kingdom Come. Again, I haven't played the second one, but I've seen a lot of it. Would have scratched a different itch as well.
Hmm.
But I don't know. It's not fantasy like medieval fantasy. There's no spells or anything like that. It's very much based and grounded, or based in reality and very grounded, and it's based in like an actual thing that happened. So there's only so much they can do. Whereas Avowed, like you got magic and wands, and it's literally like Skyrim. It's their version of Skyrim, and like I said, it's if you have not played it, I recommend you go play it. Do not pay attention to the reviews. It reviewed okay, but you get people
They
that
got
game,
panned a lot of
blah.
time just because of
Yeah,
yeah, for stupid
but
shit.
man, and if I wasn't voting for it, I'd vote for Outer Worlds too, just simply because it. Again, I like the first one, and
Outer
I'm
World
not
looks fun.
into space, not into space stuff at all. Did not think I'd like Outer Worlds, one, but I really enjoyed it. They did a really good job. Obsidian's they're a top tier developer. Anything they come out with, I'm gonna play without question, or at least try it. They've earned that right, as far as I'm concerned.
Was Starfield the game of the year last year? Like, and then
Starfield was no, it was not the game of the year last
was
year.
it not? Was it last year's voting
I
era
think
though?
it might have been nominated, but it didn't win.
Okay,
I
so it
can't
was
remember
last
what
year's
won
show
last
though,
year.
right? I can't remember if it came out this
Um,
year or last year. It came out last
it
February,
was
right?
no, it was 2023. No, it came out
Oh, okay,
2023
damn.
September.
That's pushing 2 years old already.
Yeah, it's yeah. I was just talking to Megan about it the other day. Astro bought one last year.
That's right. Which, shocker, but not really.
Yeah, yeah. I was not expecting that one, but whatever. Yeah, I'm
I
glad
think
that
I think we were both okay with it as long as it wasn't one of the other games I was in the category. I can't
I
remember.
was just about to say I can't remember. I'm about to look right now, just because it's gonna bother me. Let's see nominees. So I get it. So it was between Metaphor, ReFantazio, Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Balatro, and Elden Ring. Shadow of the Erd Tree, which was a DLC. That was another
That's what we
divisive
didn't want to
year.
win. We didn't want
Yeah,
Elden Ring to win just because
yeah.
it was a
DLC
DLC.
does not deserve to be Game of the Year. I don't care who you are or what you say.
And we were like, dude, it's looking like it's gonna be Elden Ring, and then after about one, I was
Yeah,
so fucking shocked.
yeah. And that's another thing is Balatro. Really cool game, it looks like, but I don't think that deserved to be up there either. But that's old news. That's last year's news. But yeah, that was the nominees last year, and Astrobot took it, which was surprising, especially stacked against something like Elden Ring.
Best fighting, my usually favorite category every year, but this year, I'm gonna be
Kind of a
honest.
stinker, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Pretty shallow. They got two collections in here, which isn't. I love collections. I think there should be more of them. But for the best game design, primarily around head-to-head combat. So, Capcom Fighting Collection and Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Both, I've heard bad things about the Legacy Mortal Kombat Collection, saying it's poorly optimized. But that could just be who I watch, saying because they're a huge fighting head about the frames, input lag, delay, all that shit. I don't know. Really,
Yeah.
it looked cool. Like it looked like all the collection for a collection, but gameplay wise, I don't know what it plays like. And if Fighting Collection 2 is anything like Fighting Collection 1, it's gonna be just as good. But Fatal Fury looked pretty fun, but I'm not into Fatal Fury. Virtual Fighter 5 looked really fun. I'm not into Virtual Fighter 5. And
Yeah, me neither.
2KXO, I can't even play it, I don't think. It has been in development for like forever, it feels like. It feels like they drip feed whatever. I don't even think is it even released? Let me look.
I gave mine, and I actually did do research on this one. I actually watched videos of each of these games because I like a good fighting game when it hits. Um, and I did not see anything from what you were just talking about with Mortal Kombat. Everything that I've seen of it, I gave my vote to Mortal Kombat. Everything I've seen of it looked
Yeah, it
okay.
looks good. I think the dude
And
I was
because
watching
I'm a
was
Mortal
complaining
Kombat
just because
fan,
it was
yeah,
input lag and stuff like that.
I love Mortal Kombat, so I gave it to Mortal Kombat. Virtual Fighter, any Virtual Fighter game can go suck balls. Uh, just kidding. I'm sure they're great games, but I don't like them because of Virtual Fighter, whatever the hell one we played.
2KXO is not even out. I just looked it up. I didn't realize it was out because it's not.
Then that
So
shouldn't be up there. Also, it's
yeah,
there's by the guys that made League of Legends. They will never get any of my votes. I don't care how good their freaking stuff is.
and it looks fun. But I think I'm gonna go on the collections here just because I love Capcom
Yeah,
fighting games and I love Mortal Kombat. And Mortal Kombat's kind of in a bad state with Warner Brothers right now, so it's kind of maybe it'll give it
yeah,
a reach of life.
yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be upset if Capcom wins because I love Capcom as well. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be a certified hater. I don't give a shit about anything Riot Games makes.
2KXO is probably gonna win, even though it's not even out.
Probably
And
because
it is my problem with Jeff and his. I don't know if Jeff makes the list or not, but
I'm
he
gonna
has all this
speak on
shit.
all
He
that
has
at the
he
end.
gives
Yeah.
exceptions for, like last year,
hmm
the DLC being a game of
Yep.
the year.
Yep.
Shit like that. It's like this random shit that gets thrown in because of this weird coincidence. But even though
I
it
just watched a
hasn't been
tinfoil
full
hat
released,
their about that crap. We'll talk about it at the end.
and
But yeah, I gave mine to
I was
Mortal
telling
Kombat.
you, it feels like certain studios get more play. Again,
hmm
Kojima's game, even though they're great, I feel like if he has a game coming out, it's always gonna be in the limelight in the show.
Well, that's because also him and Kojima are like best friends.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So
that'd be like
it's
you
clearly
make a game and
biased.
I'm gonna put you up there. Yeah. Even if
It's
your game's
clearly
a stinker,
biased.
which his games aren't. I'm not gonna sit there and say Hideo Kojima's got awful games, but I feel like if he did make a crap game, it'd still be on the freaking game of the year, or at least nominated in some way, because he's not trying to burn that bridge. He don't got the balls. I don't think. I think Jeff Keighley is sort of spineless, but we'll talk about that at the end.
I kind of agree. Like as more of these come along, you can kind of see a kind of biasness. Like
Yeah.
for example, I think Arc Raiders and Rivals this year got snubbed
hmm
for a lot of shit, and like they were both hugely successful, just like what
Yeah.
the Games Awards is about. And Expedition 33 came along, which guess what? It got debuted where the Game Awards. And I think it's something else. But best family, or the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre and platform. Donkey
Did
Kong,
research.
Lego
Sorry, you
Party,
finish what you
Lego Voyagers, 2 Lego games, by the way, Mario Kart, Sonic Racing, and Split Fiction.
Yeah, did research on this one as well. And they all looked cool. However, that Lego Voyagers game looked the most cool to me, so I gave it to Lego Voyagers. I don't know what about it. Again, it just kind of also scratched an itch. I don't know why or what it was about it, but I was like, you know what? Hey, I'd kind of play that game. Otherwise, I'd give it to Split Fiction, but I already voted for them, so
And I
I'll
kind of
give it
feel
to
like
Lego
if you look
Voyagers.
at the six games here, one of these doesn't really seem like a family game, and it's Split
Yeah,
Fiction to me. And
yeah. I feel like that's not a family game. That's like I heard it's got like a very compelling, like emotional story. Family game to me is like you're playing with your
party
kids.
stuff, you know,
Yeah,
3-4 player.
which that one I guess you can count as a family game because you can play with like your spouse or something. But I don't know. It's just like a yeah. I don't know if that's. I'm not thinking of a compelling story or something when I'm thinking of family game.
I
Thinking
think
of something I could put on with my kids or something or whatever. Yeah, party game.
I
And that
might
Lego
be
Voyagers game.
shocked, but I think Donkey Kong wins this if it doesn't win Game of the Year.
I wouldn't be surprised, dude. I'm gonna riot if it wins Game of the Year. I'm gonna be honest with you. It
I've
does not
watched
deserve
Donkey
it.
Kong, dude. It looks fun, but dude, it is not Game of the Year.
It's not Game of the Year. I don't care. I wouldn't be upset if it won this category. Whatever, that's
No,
fine.
yeah.
But Game of the Year, absolutely not.
I'm gonna go Sonic Racing just because I enjoy that series. Best sim and strategy. Best game
Another cool
focused on
category.
real-time or turn-based sim or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform.
See, this is another one where I think the biasness or whatever comes out. I think Jeff Keighley and his team
Well,
seeing
Sid,
that because they said like turn-based simulation, turn-based strategy gameplay. That's exactly the genre that Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is. But because it's been nominated in literally every other category, they're probably like, look, let's not do it in this one. You know, it's been too much. So they didn't put it in this one, but it'd be perfect for this. But again, I appreciate that it's not because then it would take away from these other games. But I
Yeah.
actually played The Altars, and I really liked that game. I've not beat it
That's
yet.
what I was
but
waiting for.
yeah,
That game,
it's a,
I have watched a lot of gameplay on all these, and
yeah,
The Alters is
such a cool concept.
the one that I think is.
Such a cool concept. So I gave it to The Altars.
I wouldn't be surprised if Final Fantasy wins. This one's kind of in the air. It could be Civ too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Civ, but I hope The Altars wins. That's like another breakout indie game. Didn't do quite as many numbers as Expedition 33, but I heard nothing but good things about Altars, and I finally played it myself a little while ago, and I enjoyed it.
The most divisive category for me every fucking year because I think it should be split up. Best sports and racing for traditional and non-traditional sports and racing games. See, 3 of these games or 2 of these games are already in another category for family game, and it's both the kart racers. And I think there should be a racing category because there's so many racing games. And I think there should be a sports category, even though racing is technically a sport. But dude, somehow EA Sports FC 26, EA Sports FC makes it in this fucking list every year, and I don't know why. I really don't. It's FIFA.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak on this category too much because I don't play many of these games. So I just went very cliche and basic and voted for Mario Kart because I like Mario Kart.
And the only game up here that I thought was deserving of the game, even though people will tell you different because of the player base, but that's any online game. When you get in a competitive 3v3 or 5v5 sports game where it's team based, you ever play 2K online, bro? They can throw your game real quick. I'm going rematch just because it was the most fun. It was a game I
It
didn't
did
think
look
I would
cool.
like. It was a game I didn't think I
Yeah,
would like, and I really fucking enjoyed this game.
I heard the communities ruined it, but
Yes.
I don't know if I can.
That's exactly what I was speaking on because a lot of people are like throwing games and shit.
Yeah,
But if you play with your own team, bro, you're gonna have a blast with this game.
but yeah, I gave it to Mario Kart just because
Best
who
multiplayer.
knows? Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll give it a rematch. I'll change my vote. I'll give it to that.
And Mario Kart is Mario Kart. Mario Kart has not
Yeah.
looked the best as it should.
I'll give it to rematch because even I was like, wow, that's actually kind of cool.
To me, Mario Kart
Yeah,
as it
I
goes
played it.
on gets worse. I don't know why. It just looks like it plays worse. I don't know because they go in the graphics too, but like
Yeah.
it will never touch the same level to me. Best multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Okay, so now I get to talk about the snub.
Yeah,
Marvel Rivals
for
should
you
be
at
here.
least.
So,
Yeah.
Battlefield 6, let's talk about it. It's fun, but at the end of the day, it's no different than the previous Battlefields. It's a little bit faster
Yeah.
pace. It's just that COD's gotten so fast now that it makes Battlefield looks slow. I'm gonna be honest. Arc Raiders deserve to be up here. Elden Ring can be up here, sure. Split Fiction, sure. Peak looks fun as shit, and I think it should be an indie game title.
Yeah, I've seen that game and it does look fun.
Marvel Rivals should be here in
And
front of Battlefield 6, but I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Battlefield 6 wins this because it is the Game Awards and they just want to do bullshit. But I'm giving it to Arc Raiders because if Rivals was here, I'd be voting for Rivals, but Arc Raiders is definitely the best game here.
yeah, I gave it to Arc just because I love that game. Battlefield is the same old, same old. I will say this, dude.
And Peak deserves more love. Don't get me wrong.
Not because I don't enjoy Marvel Rivals. I did enjoy that game when I played it, but can you give the same argument to Marvel Rivals than you did to Battlefield and say that it's just a regular old hero shooter?
Yeah, but it's the first.
Like what makes it different?
It's first for its series.
Not like saying it doesn't deserve to be there. I'm genuinely just getting your perspective. Like what makes it? Because like if somebody was like, yeah, Battlefield is Battlefield, but you know, that's literally Overwatch with a hero like Marvel skin. Like what would you say to them?
I'll be honest. I think Rivals plays better than Overwatch. I don't know if it's because it's new and it's just 10 years down the line. You know, retrospect. Rivals community was really fucking fun. I only had like 2 bad experiences with people in that game. The gameplay's fast. It's fun. It has bot modes where you can play against bots, which is always nice.
It is nice.
But if I had to pick the 2 of the games to play, I know Battlefield 6 is new. But dude, I guess it could just be my bias. You know, like if Overwatch 2 was good, I could say I love it, but I don't. Overwatch 2 disappointed the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
I think I really would. It's not that Rivals is not deserving. It's more. It's in a better state.
I agree with you.
It's in a better state than what Overwatch is right now.
I was just getting your perspective, but it's Arc Raiders for me just because I think the chance for like organic encounters with like funny game chat and stuff is with Arc Raiders, and I like the game. I like extraction shooters anyways, but I like what they did by making it very casual. It's not hardcore. So I'm giving it to them, and I think they deserve to win.
And to me,
I think
I'm not a big fan of extraction shooters. Like I do at the end of Vigor, dude, I was fucking sick of it. And I might be at the end of Arc Raiders, but so far Arc Raiders has been really enjoyable. Besides a couple of instances, but that's just the type of game it is. But Arc Raiders is the same category. Like, how is it different than any other extraction shooter? It has some things, and it's so well polished.
That I think what makes it different is
like Vigor is janky as shit, dude.
Caters to the casual crowd. Like it's made for the 9 to 5 like dads. You can grind that game for sure, but it's not you're not gonna get anything like that I can't get in a couple hours of my own gameplay. So, which is not any other extraction shooter is not like that. Tarkov, stuff like that. They're insanely freaking like you have to play those games constantly to stay ahead of the curve. I don't feel like that's the case with Arc.
And I think having free loadouts is really nice because a lot of games have an issue of when you lose, you take your shit. But when you lose all your shit, and you lose 3-4 times in a row, bro, you're fucking on scraps already.
Yeah.
So you really gotta fucking pull some shit out your ass.
I also feel like with Arc, it's one of the only extraction shooters where you can genuinely outplay somebody and win. It doesn't matter the gear they have. If you just outplay them and you like do stuff better than them, you can actually come out on top and get their gear. Whereas something like Tarkov or whatever, if you have like a really OP gun, no matter how much they outplay you, you're still gonna win because you have an OP gun.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's the case with Arc Raiders.
I don't know. I think
my experience, at least.
I think
speaking from my experience,
Rivals. I think it was too successful. Like if it flopped, sure, I could see it not being there. But Rivals was like for a short time there. That's all my feed was for like 3 4 months.
Too. Yeah.
And I think it got shoved under the bed so fast after like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say it again. I think competition's good. Granted, you get with suing and stuff like that, but dude, if Rivals didn't exist, Overwatch would not push themselves to be better. And you already seen this week, there's a character that's melee combat, which is straight like magic from Rivals. And Overwatch deserves to be better. It is fucking Blizzard. It's not like it's an indie studio. I know it's Rivals or Marvel. I know it's a Marvel IP, but dude, they have the full library of Marvel characters at their exposure. They can go forever, as long as the game's alive. I don't know. I feel like I talked too much on that.
No, I mean, I understand.
I still think Arc Raiders deserves it just because it is an extraction shooter that is friendly to introductory players. Like, for example, your girlfriend played it with us, and she was, and within 2-3 games, she was perfectly fine.
Yeah. So I'm saying it caters very heavily to casual gamer, which I think is fun.
Right.
Obviously, you get stinkers on there, but that's with any freaking game.
You couldn't say that about Vigor. You couldn't say that about Tarkov.
No, yeah, Tarkov, yeah.
Dude, and Delta
Delta
Force?
Force,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fuck you, Delta
No,
Force.
yeah, no shot. You're gonna be a
That
casual on Delta
game, dude.
Force.
Our
No
creators
shot in
done
hell.
something I want to talk about real quick. It puts you on the first map, which is fine, but you only have to play that shit for like 4 or 5 games, and I think it's a good
Yeah,
introduction before you go to the next phase. Delta Force does not. You have to play the start
no,
map like 30 times before you can move on.
yeah. But again, that's when we're like, people that have been playing for 800 hours can get on there and just shit blast you.
Yeah,
Our graders, I don't feel like it's like that, I don't know. Again, it's just more casual. I can outplay somebody in arc raiders by just being, like I said, just making a better play. You can't do that in Delta Force. Even if you have a better play, you're still gonna lose.
yeah. And our creators,
And
if they have a better gun, it's because they worked their ass off. It's not like it's given to them.
yeah, I
Dude,
also
I
don't
got
think
killed by a
that.
guy with LMG last night that like shredded me in like 5 bullets, dude. And I was like, all right, that's fine because like that's the only time that's happened. Unlike Delta Force and shit, everybody runs the same powerful guns.
But also, I feel like Delta Force, they have like hero abilities, something like Overwatch, and I don't feel like in a genre like that, I don't think that works
Yeah,
because there's always gonna be a meta. That's the thing too. There's no meta really in Arc, which I think it's a breath of fresh air. Because in every freaking multiplayer game, you always get like super sweaty, like dudes are always like, "Oh, dude, this is the next big blah blah blah." Like I don't know those YouTubers, those corny like meta YouTubers. You don't really get that in this game so far. I'm not saying that that can't be the case in 6 months, but so far
and
that's
I
not
will
the case,
say
which I really
I'm predicting
appreciate.
this game to fall off a cliff in terms of its friendability because the casuals will go somewhere else if they're not pleased. And we kind of already seen it with the Twitch streamer shit going on, the war or whatever, where
Yeah, which
you
is
have
it's over,
sweaty
bro.
ass people in the game already. But I
I
hope it
ran into a
doesn't.
lot of people today that were friendly and they were wearing those outfits, which is thank God. But hopefully it stays that way.
Me and Brandon played last night. We were like 50-50. The people we found were like, okay, cool, we just go our way. And then the other half will be like, oh yeah, cool, dude, and then come back behind us and shoot us. And
Well, to be
then
fair, if that's the Stella map, that's pretty much what that map is made for.
no, that was even
It's
including that. That was on the dam and then the other one, the
Oh yeah,
spaceport.
like I said, I'm sure you're gonna get stinkers
No,
every now
still
and again.
Montes
But
probably immediately shot
regardless,
everybody. There was
yeah. Oh yeah, that's a kill on sight map no matter what. I don't care what you say. Yeah, to make a long-winded freaking thing, Arc Raiders deserves it. This one, dude, I'm gonna start with the best adaptation.
this is easy.
I'll read it for you real quick. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. It is easy for me, but man, let me tell you what. There's like 3 of them that are absolute freaking garbage. Absolute garbage. And dude, Until Dawn, that movie, trash. Minecraft movie, not quite as trash, but still trash.
It's still faithful though.
The Last of Us, season 2, not faithful and also trash. But that's just my opinion. I gave it to Splinter Cell.
Okay, yeah.
I've
Last
seen
year
that.
it was Fallout. Fallout 1 last year.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Well, then never mind. Never mind. I take that back.
And I'm
But
sure season 2 is gonna win next year. So
yeah. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Fallout fanboy. That show is actually really freaking good.
no, Fallout's fucking great. I watched it, I was like, damn, this shit's fucking
Yeah,
this shit
that show's
slaps.
actually really good.
I
But
feel like that's a very hard thing to make a show out of because it's
yeah,
RPG.
I almost gave this one to Devil May Cry, but I had to give it to Splinter Cell because it's Splinter Cell. But also the show's really good. The other 3, like I said, especially The Last of Us, I heard nothing but bad things about The Last of Us season 2. So if that wins, then it absolutely is freaking rigged. Because nobody I heard talk about that game or that show had anything good to say about the second season, which is much like the second game. So I don't know. Maybe it is faithful, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
I was like it. It kind of goes in the same way. It's really divisive because what they do in it.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Maybe that was the whole thing. But
Hannah's
yeah, I
right,
gave mine to
though.
Splinter Cell.
There's
The show Splinter Cell is really
I'm not
good.
gonna give Minecraft movie slack because at the end of the day, it's a Minecraft movie. Only thing I think is weird about it
Yeah,
is it's really it's faithful, I guess. As Minecraft can be, I guess. Devil May Cry, it's very 90 edgies, but I'm gonna go Splinter Cell because we need more Splinter Cell content.
yeah, dude.
There's
It hurt
not a
some
game or
Splinter
something.
Cell.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Last of Us wins because if it is Jeff Keighley's show. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Now we get to the 400, or we get to the 100 bomb and 4 coffin baby segment. And I hate this because
Yeah.
all 4 of the other games are gonna be so good.
Yeah. Absolutely. But this one obviously is GTA 6 is gonna win most anticipated. It shouldn't even be in the category. Everybody
Yeah.
knows that it's the most anticipated. It shouldn't even
They
be in
should
the
just call it
category.
GTA 6 Hype Award.
Yeah, anything other than GTA 6, that's most hyped. But if it was not GTA 6, which I didn't even give it to GTA 6, that I did last year, it's got to be Witcher 4 for me. Because man, I love The Witcher 3, Witcher 4, definitely my most hyped. If it was not that one, I'd give it to Resident Evil. Honestly, I'm hyped for all of them.
I'm
My
going
least
Resident
hyped is
Evil.
Marvel's
Just because
Wolverine.
Resident Evil's on the list this year.
Yeah,
So.
I'd give it to Resi, but I'm also really hyped for the 007
Dude,
game. But my
yeah.
most hyped, that is not GTA 6, is definitely The Witcher 4.
When 007 is the worst game on this list, you know it's a banger list.
Yeah, which that's not to say that game looks like ass. That game looks incredible, and I'm really hyped for that game as well. But Witcher 4 definitely takes the cake for me as far as that goes. GTA 6, obviously, but like I said, I'm not trying
GTA
to give
6
it
is
to GTA
definitely
6
winning.
again. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's not even a. It's not even a question. I don't know though. They've been in a lot of shit recently, but I still don't think it's gonna be enough to dethrone them from this.
All
If
right,
GTA 6, when it comes out, if it does actually come out next year, and it does not get Game of the Year, absolutely freaking rigged. I can already tell you that game's gonna be Game of the Year. It has to be. It has to be.
unless it's like a
Unless
huge
it,
monumental flop
yeah,
somehow.
unless it's like a monumental, like unprecedented flop. But if it's not gonna be. But if it's not, then and it doesn't win, then yeah, it's absolutely fucking rigged, dude. Absolutely. But yeah, Butcher 4 for
Now we
me.
get to the skip and vote real fast section.
Yeah,
Content Creator of the Year.
yeah.
So for the first time in a couple years, I don't think I did last year or whatever. I think Queso, whatever, all of them. I don't watch
Yeah.
anybody anymore really besides Max and a couple other guys, and that's rarely.
Mhm.
And they don't. That's the only gaming guy I really watch. But I've seen clips of this burnt peanut guy, dude, and that shit
He's
cracks me up
hilarious, bro.
so fucking
Yeah.
much. So I'm gonna go burnt peanut.
He's friggin' hilarious. The only reason I almost took my vote off is because of the stupid war that he started in Arc Raiders, and we kept getting you kept getting shit blasted.
Oh,
And we
he's
kept
part of
getting
that
killed.
war.
Oh yeah, he's the one that started. He's the
Oh,
Bungalators, dude. He's the Bungalators.
what
That's
the
his
fuck?
army. Yeah, that's his thing. He's the one that set the precedent. And I was like, dude, but he's so funny, and I like Moist Critical too, but the Bird Peanut, the same thing. I'm not into like, I guess he's technically a VTuber because he
Yeah,
uses an animated thing. I'm not into like VTubers. I'm not into people that use like characters like that. But man, he is freaking hilarious.
he makes it work. He's fucking funny as
Yeah, he's
fuck.
hilarious. So I have to give it to him. And he's gonna sweep. I think. I think he's gonna absolutely sweep. No chance anybody else beats him. I don't even know who
It'd be
Sakura Miko
critical.
person is, or
If anyone beats him, it's gonna be critical just because it's
yeah,
insane
I wouldn't be surprised
follower
if.
base.
Which I know Kai Cenat is also very popular, but I do like Moist Critical and the Burnt Peanuts. I follow them both on Twitch, watch their videos. But Burnt Peanut also came out of nowhere, like a freaking
Yeah,
phoenix
he just
from
showed
the
up on my feed
ashes.
one day, dude, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
I had a million clips that I loved.
He's like a freaking a phoenix out of the ashes, dude. And I think he deserves it because he's funny.
All right, so we
He
get
makes
to
me
the
laugh.
throwaway category of the year because it never changes. Best
Yeah,
esports. And
I didn't even
dude,
vote for this one. I skipped a vote for this one. I didn't even. Actually, I skipped the vote, but because I like Valve, I'll give it to Dota.
yeah, I would say I'm gonna give it to Dota 2.
I don't give a shit about League of Legends. If you, nah,
Best esports
Mobile
athlete.
Legends, don't care about that.
Okay, we
I
got
just voted
Street
for the
Fighter
best
guys in
esports.
here.
I voted for the guy that plays Street Fighter. Yeah, I voted for Kakeru Watanabe.
Yeah, he has Watanabe as a name. We can vote for him.
I voted for nobody actually, but since I voted for Dota 2 on the last one, I'll give them this
Yeah,
one.
I'll go 2. All right, Tanner, at the end.
Okay.
Damn, bro, we've been watching the Game Wars a long time.
Yeah.
Jury this year. Oh, it tells you all the companies that vote. We got
Jury. Oh.
Game Informer is in here. Giant Bomb, GameSpot, IGN.
So what is? Are they the ones that come up with the nominees?
I think they come up with the nominees and they vote. Yeah, nominations for the Game Awards are selected by a voting jury of over 100 leading media and influencer outlets across the globe.
See, I don't know if I agree with this because these are all like I feel like every single one of these things. So they're what is this word I'm looking for? Game
Reports.
reviewers
Yeah.
like IGN and stuff like that. Like they all follow a precedent. They're gonna follow what gets clicks. If one of them came out and said, "Oh, Expedition 33 sucks," they're gonna get flamed and they're not gonna be up here. So they all have to say, "Oh, Expedition 33 was great." Not to say that it's not a great game, but I think if the general consent, like they're very much influenced by the
Popularity.
general consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like because it gets them clicks. They need clicks and they need stuff like that. Again, sure, Expedition 33 is a great game. I'm just using that as an example, um, because it's just the most talked about game ever. But like, also most of these freaking people, I don't even know who they are. But also a lot of them,
So
like IGN. That's the thing. IGN
I don't fuck
gave
with
Arc
IGN, you know
Raiders.
that. Yeah.
No, yeah, I don't either because of this. They gave Arc Raiders a 4 because of their use of AI, and they gave Black Ops 7 a fucking 8.
Yeah.
An
And
8,
Black Ops 7,
which
well, I don't
that's
think
a
it.
fun game.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
as bad as everything it says it is, but it does not deserve an A. It's like a 7
no,
at
it
best.
does not deserve an 8. But it also does not deserve to rank higher than Arc Raiders because of their AI usage. Like I understand people are against AI, but the way they even did it was not even bad. They paid the people whose voice they used to train the AI. They paid them, and they gave them the permission.
It's a
But
voice
yeah,
changer.
dude.
It's not like it's making an actual game
Yeah,
and doing all the work for you.
but that's the thing too. It's not even an AI voice. It's an AI trained voice using the inflection and the tone of the actual paid actor. So it's not like ChatGPT came up with the voice. It's like Troy Baker. They're like using Troy Baker's voice
And
to
it
like
doesn't
influence the
change.
voice
It
changer.
doesn't change the way the game's played either. It doesn't change it. Like if you took that out, nothing about the game would change.
No, yeah, like dude, I thought that was so stupid. There was another company. I
I'm
think it
not
wasn't
for
the
AI at
Polygon
all.
company. It was somebody else.
I want to be known.
I think it has its place.
Yeah,
To be
that's
honest.
not a bad place for it to be. But when you started doing artwork and shit, like apparently the called being acclaimed of doing with the calling cards,
Yeah, I was gonna say Call of Duty.
yeah, you get accused of that. That's a bad thing because you're taking away someone's job. You're taking away an artist's job. You're taking away someone's job, shit like that. You start doing designs, like for example, if you looked on X recently or Twitter, there's been a lot of fake Marvel set leaks of people
Yeah.
come out, and it looks fucking real as shit, dude. It's a new one, a
Oh
new
yeah, I
engine.
know. I've seen
And
it. Yeah.
I don't think the AI hates plays for this game, and I'm a huge AI hater. I'm a huge IGN disliker, just because
Yeah, Brad does not
IGN,
like the
dude,
clankers.
for a for a while, I said IGN's kind of biased, and then recently it comes out because like you watch Call of Duty get like a good rating every year, even though it doesn't deserve it, and if something comes along like Arc Raiders, and it just gets shit on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're all incredibly. That's the other thing too. Is like reviewers don't. I don't know. I don't pay any attention to game reviews at all. Like I'll look at them, but oh, this game's reviewing cool. But I'll never base my opinion or my want to play a game based off of what a reviewer says. Otherwise, I just don't think it'll bode well. It won't. You know how many games I would have skipped out on if I freaking followed that rhetoric?
So let's look. I got IGN pulled up right now. I'm going to
Okay, got me heated, dude. I can't even think about it without getting mad.
Call of Duty got an 8.
They might have changed their vote about Arc Raiders, to be honest. I don't know if they have, but their most recent or their
Yeah, they changed it because
they
they're
did.
like, bitch,
Okay,
they got a 9 now.
okay. Well, which is more deserving? I still don't think COD deserves an 8, but
A lot of shit's getting an 8. I just want to like 9 if everyone's got an 8. Call of Duty campaign
there was
got,
another
got a
game
6.
that came out with a couple years.
Dispatch got a 9.
There was a really good game that came out like a year or two ago that they gave like a 4 or something, or a 5 or something.
Outer Worlds 2 got an 8.
See, yeah, you're not gonna convince me. Call of Duty is on the same level as far as reviews go to Outer Worlds 2, dude. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Battlefield's
Call of Duty's
campaign got a
fun.
5.
Like I don't. Nah, I don't agree with that.
Everything Silent Hill F got a 7.
Yeah, yeah. You know why? Because they said the combat was really hard. Don't even. I can't even. It gets me so heated, dude.
Dude, I know how I feel for all these years. I don't fuck with IGN because you can clearly tell there's something. Like, dude, Madden 26, I fucking love
It's not
Madden
even just them though.
8.
It's most of these companies on this list. I don't like IGN anymore now, especially because of that. But it's like, how many are on this list? It's like more than half of these people on this list are the exact same way. Game Informer, GameSpot, Kind of Funny Games, biased as they're like. I don't know who Jeff Gerstmann is, so I can't speak on him. NPR, I don't know what that is. Polygon, absolutely not. Don't listen to them at all. They're worse than IGN, I think, in some cases.
I'm looking at filtering by review. I just hit filter by 2 stars. Walking Dead, Destiny, which is fair.
That's fair. Yeah, that game was a pile of shit.
Ooh, South Park Snow Day got a 3, bro. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
a 3.
I heard it was incredibly like, and from what I do
I
remember
have it.
watching that game, and it was
Aaron got it for me.
it was awfully like optimized. Poorly optimized. You talk about poorly optimized. That game's
Gray Hill
poorly
Incidents on
optimized.
here as a 3, which that's okay, I guess, but I don't think it's that bad.
Wow, dude. What the heck? Why?
Yeah, I'm kind of. It says a tedious horror game that mangles everything from its story to its stealth. A 3 though? At least a 5, bro. Like, it's not terrible.
You're talking to the same people that gave Call of Duty a higher score than.
Skate Early Access got a 4. I don't agree with that. Funko Fusion got a 4.
What got a 4?
Skate Early Access on Funko Fusion.
Oh. Haven't
Fortnite
played.
Festival got a 4. Bro, you're cracked. One more for 3. Single player campaign got a 4. That's fair.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings
That
Gollum got a
campaign
4.
did suck.
You're telling me Grey Hill Incident's worse than Lord of the Rings Gollum? It probably has a quarter of the budget. Crime Boss Rock City got a 4.
That game also sucked. Yeah, speaking of AI, they used freaking AI to get Chuck Norris's voice, dude.
All right, let's look at 5s. What's a 5 in here?
I can't even, dude. Yeah. That's
Game
what I
of
was gonna say
Thrones,
about Jeff
King's
Keighley
Road.
and stuff, though. I think, is also very influenced by stuff that he likes. So, like, for example,
Yeah, you
I
can
know he
tell
says
by
he doesn't have any.
the way he talks
He
about
just,
it.
yeah, but I know he says that. Oh, I know that he has a say in what is being nominated a little bit, because he's come out in the past and said that he doesn't like the Mafia games. Not that they're bad games, he just doesn't like them. And guess what? Not a single fucking nomination this year or any other prior years, I don't think. And you mean to tell me like it didn't get nominated for one thing, dude? Like one thing. The music in that game is incredible. The graphics are incredible. Like, come on, art direction. What other game are you gonna see that takes place in like freaking or not ancient, but like early 1900s Sicily? That's an accurate representation. Like, it's insane to me. But it's not even just about Mafia. I think he's incredibly biased. He's a PlayStation fanboy, I think too.
I also agree. I think he's extremely motivated by PlayStation, which PlayStation's
Yeah.
cool.
No, yeah.
Don't
I'm
be coming
not
in my
crapping
chat
on.
saying I hate PlayStation. I don't. But you can easily
Yeah.
tell that whenever there's a PlayStation game on the run, for example, Astrobot, cool fucking game. But dude, if that shit wasn't a little biased, shit would never even touch Game of the Year. If you look at the other nominations for the last 5 years, there's nothing similar to Astrobot.
Maybe I'm just being a hater. I don't know, but I think Jeff Keighley needs to go, or at least have literally no say. Because, or like again, Hideo Kojima, great guy, I'm sure, and he makes cool games. But I think that if he made an absolute freaking shit slop of a game, it would still be nominated somewhere.
Yeah. That's why I think there should be more than 5 slots per category.
Like, absolutely would be nominated somewhere because Jeff Keighley does not have the balls to be like, you know what, hey, that game's not good.
All right, so now we're going to go over our friends and families' votes